Good morning and welcome to another video on Mr. Ong Math Lesson. Today we are going to look at the last question of the 2020 NCEA Level 2 Algebra paper. So if you have not watched question 1 and 2 in the previous video, please do so and hopefully you'll be able to get through this paper easily. So let's go at question 3. So solve the equation 3 to the power of 4x equal to 30. This is a logarithm question. Whenever you have a power and you are solving, you have to do a logarithm. So the first thing we do, we are going to log both sides. So log 3 power 4x equal to log 30. So the next thing we're going to do, one of the rules is that if you have 4x to the power, the 4x can come down. So it becomes 4x log 3 equals to log 30. The next step, you're going to divide log 3 on both sides. So 4x equal to log 30 divided by log 3. Put in your calculator and you should get 3.0959. So the last step is to solve for x. To get rid of the x, the 4, you divide by 4 on the left and divide by 4 on the right. So x equals to 0.774 and that will give you a merit in this paper. Not too bad, right? Yes, let's proceed. Now the second question, in question 3, you are given this equation, w equal to x plus 2 to the power of 2 power 5, where x is a whole number. Okay, so you have to make x the subject of formula. So this is the equation. So the first thing, if x the subject of formula, I swap the equation around. So x plus 2 to the power 5 equal to w. The next thing we're going to do, we are going to multiply both equations to the power of 5 over 2. When you multiply to the power of 5 over 2, this will become 1. So 2 over 5 times 5 over 2 becomes 1. And then w 5 over 2. And now the last step, because there's a plus 2, you minus 2 on both sides. So x equal to w 5 over 2 minus 2. And it simplifies in that form. So 2 is the square root to the power of 5. So square root of w 5 minus 2. And that will give you an achieve. Right? Okay, let's proceed. Okay, now consider the function, the same function, where x is a whole number. For what values of what will the function have values less than 20? So that equation less than 20. So again, what we're going to do, we're going to multiply to the power of 5 over 2 to get rid of the power. So when you multiply by 5 over 2, the power becomes 1 because 2 over 5 times 5 over 2 is going to be 1. And then 20 to the power of 5 over 2. The next step, we convert 5 over 2 into a decimal, so it's power 2.5. So what we're going to do, the last step, we're going to minus 2 on both sides. So x is less than 20, power 2.5 minus 2. Put in your calculator, and x is less than 1786.85 because it's less than. We're going to put as a whole number because it must be a whole number. So the answer is x is less than 1786, and that is another merit. Okay, great. Now we do the last two questions. Both of them are excellent. Okay, so we shall read the question. Zara notices that the higher the price of the zip, the fewer zips are sold. As an experiment, Zara increased the price of zip by $2 each day. So from the price increased by 7 to 9 to 11 to increase by $2 and keeps a record on how many zips are sold each day. So she does this for 6 days and finds the number of zips sold started at 98 and dropping by 3 each day. So 98, 93, 92, 98, 89, and so forth. Okay, so the formula is given. Price of zip is 2D plus 5 and number of zip is 101 minus 3D. Okay, so in the table, we have done a table. So 1 will be 2 times 1 plus 5 is 7. 2 is 2 times 2 is 4 plus 5 is 9 and so forth. Similarly, for number of zips, 1 will be 101 minus 3 is 98. 101 times 3 times 2 is 101 minus 6 is 95 and so forth. So to get the turnover, we multiply these two numbers to get a turnover. So the price times the number of zips sold. So 7 times 98 is 686. 9 times 95 is 855 and so on. Okay, so if all the patterns continue to be valid, which is the turnover, is there any day on which the turnover is exactly 445? Use algebra to identify your answer. So for the amount had to be 445 and any day. Any day means your number had to be a whole number. Okay. So we shall do that. So turnover equal to price. So 2D plus 5 multiplied by the number of zip sold times 101 minus 3D. So we expand it. So we swap around. So 2D plus 5, 101 minus 3D. And we minus 445 on each side to form an equation. Okay. So expand it. So 2D times minus 3D is minus 6D squared. So 5 times minus 3D plus 2D times 101 will give you plus 187D. Then 5 times minus 3D is plus 60 equals to 0. Solving it using your calculator under solver polynomial degrees 2. So D equals to minus 0.131676 or 31.48. So can it be 445? Answer is no, because D, the turnover had to be positive, so this is not possible. And again, the days, number of days turnover, the turnover had to be a positive number, so that is not possible. If you can answer this, that will give you an excellent. Okay, great. And the last question is quite similar. Okay, so the question again, you need to know your roots. Okay, so Zara again realized that not every whole number is possible turnover value for a given day. Using algebra, find at least 3 conditions for the whole number k must satisfy for it to be a possible turnover for a given day. Again, the price of the zip is this formula, 2D plus 5, number of zips sold is 100 minus 3D. So the turnover is, let it be k, so you multiply this and this to give you k. Then we're going to make an equation, you minus k on both sides, so 2D plus 5, 101 minus 3D minus k equals 0. Simplify them, expand it. 2D times minus 3D is minus 6D squared. 2D times 101 plus 5D times minus 3D is going 187D. And then 5 times 101 is 505 minus the k. And you have the A, B, and C. So using the quadratic equation, minus B squared plus minus B squared minus 4AC over 2A. Substitute this value A, B, and C. So your A is negative 6, your B is 187, and your C is 505 minus K. Substitute the A, B, C into this formula, and you get minus 187 plus minus 187 squared minus 4 multiplied by minus 6 bracket 505 minus K divide by 2 bracket minus 6, and simplify the whole thing. 187 remains the same, plus minus 47,089 minus 24k, okay, and then divide by 12. So this is the equation you need to get, and now we need to find the condition for it to occur. Okay, so condition for it to be positive, the discriminant, so this discriminant here, the one in the bracket here, has to be positive. So if you make it equal to positive, then you solve it, you find that your k has to be less than 1962.04. And second thing, your D, your turnover, no, your D is your, D has to be an integer. So it cannot be a fraction or decimal. So this part here, 187 plus minus 4, this number here, has to be divisible by 12. If it is not divisible by 12, then it will not be a whole number. Okay. And the last thing, D has to be positive. Okay. Again, we've done before, D has to be positive. So that number here has to be more than 0. So if you can answer these 3 points, you should be able to get an excellence in this paper. And again, don't forget to watch video 1, video 2, and this is the video 3. So keep practicing them, and if you can do well, you should be able to do well in this exam. Have a good day and see you soon, everyone. Cheers, everyone.